Welcome to the Jira Life, the place to find news, events, and interviews with the Atlassian community's movers and shakers. Because we didn't choose the Jira Life chose us. Thank you to Revyz for backing us up and making the Jira Life possible.
There's a little.
Welcome to 2025, end of 2025.
I was gonna say you can't be the
welcome.
Think
it's a welcome
to 2025. We're more than 350 days from that, so you're a little late there.
Welcome to the end. Is better.
Okay, that just sounds a little.
That
more
sounds ominous.
Welcome to the beginning of the end.
Again, ominous.
Less ominous, but still bad. Oh man, you guys are awesome.
Well, actually, it's welcome to the end of some arbitrary thing that somebody set hundreds of years ago, but that we all put a great deal of an importance on.
And what is that?
I'm just saying the end of the year, right? Like
the repeat of the orbit is nigh.
Right. Which every day could be that. And maybe I'm just a little slap happy, but that's what I always think. It's like, oh, it's the end of the year, all these things, right? But if you think about it.
We can always just go with welcome to the world of tomorrow.
We could, yes. Oh my God. Do you guys sorry, no. But I do. Like I found the thing that said this is where, at what time do you have to start the first episode of Futurama in order to hit midnight so that it says welcome to the world of tomorrow, right? So that your countdown goes along with the countdown on Futurama. And just, I don't know, somebody say, yes, I like Futurama. And I get you, Sarah, or no.
I've seen it. I think I've done it. I did it one year.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Put it on.
There are so many cues. I need to find the cue for when in December 31st, you have to start Avengers Endgame so that when the snap happens exactly at midnight.
I want to say I know it's a 10 o'clock hour. I'm trying to remember exactly when that was because that's not the one I've done.
Yeah, apparently, my kids all watched all of the Avengers or, the whole, I'm so tired. By the way, I'm just like, what am I saying? And I think I've already said that already. But anyway, they watched the whole series and I did not make it through the whole series, but I do feel like I still have homework to do. That is, yes, I need to go back and watch those. And I'm super excited. Jay Caldwell has the theme song going on right now because it's the best.
So to answer Daryl's question, if you look in the standings for Atlassian Aces, you might find the new Jira Avengers in the current season of QuizWiz. And you might see that they're keeping themselves very, very strong. So
I may have had to come in and coach on. I may have had to come in and coach on the speed round.
How does it feel to not be the Jira Avengers anymore like that?
Oh, I'm still a Jira Avenger. I'm just not part of the new Jira Avengers.
I kind of envision Rodney as a different role now. He's kind of the Nick Fury. He's behind the scenes, with his eye patch and.
I feel like you almost have to come in the Thunderbolts, no?
Well, that's what the Atlassian Aces was. It was that cover name with the same asterisk.
So they were okay. So they're okay. I see. Clever people.
Yes.
Well, folks, we made it to the end though, and I think we wanted to highlight some of our achievements. See who gets to make it into.
We did stuff this year, didn't we? I mean, there was a lot of stuff that we did.
There was a lot.
Is this like the TJL rap? Are we going to join the fray of all the people? Here's your year.
Basically, we did so many highlights. I think we peaked at one point.
Yeah, we peaked. It's all downhill from here. So bye everybody.
Bye. And that's the show.
Wait. Speaking of, has it happened? Has Anu's last day happened?
No, it's December 31st.
All right,
Yeah.
so still time. Okay,
We
back
have
to the highlights.
noticeably missing from the 10-year NASDAQ show, but
Oh,
Yep.
bad. Okay, so we quasi prepared an episode for you all, and by quasi, the 2 minutes leading into the episode, we decided to maybe like show you not necessarily highlights, but definitely show you some of the things that didn't air and didn't quite make it into all the videos. And we just, in no particular order, we're just going to start off with Team 25 content. We Sarah, Bob, myself, and Dr. Valerie, we spent way too much time in a week doing t-shirt purchasing.
Did you guys sleep at all that week?
I heard Bob sleeps like a panda.
this is true. It is my favorite thing.
I can imagine Bob like just chewing on his like bamboo stick, just falling asleep in the hotel.
When you give a Bob a few old fashions after a long day, and you set him up in a nice, cozy, but with a lot of white noise hotel lobby, then yes, then the conditions are ripe for sleeping like a panda.
And at 1 a.m. too, right? It was like 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah. So Daryl, that would be, yes, it'd be like sleeping in a tree, kind of upright and.
But we didn't do anything like. I think Team 25 was like the beginning of our exciting stuff, right? Because this year we didn't do a crazy 24-hour live stream like we did in 2024. There was no death of any products yet.
There was news about death, but that came later in the year.
So stay tuned, because in 3 to 4 years we'll be doing a live.
Right. Well, you got the answer to the question. So we asked at Team, when was DC going to go away?
I'm saying, like, at the beginning of the year, there weren't any noticeable highlights. Like the next big major thing that we did was we went to Team 25, and so we have a lot of videos for Team 25.
I'm going to say one of my favorite things, and I did not get to participate directly into it, but one of the favorite things we did this year had to be the barbecue at Team 25.
That was quite the ordeal. That was the ordeal before the ordeal.
You guys will not believe what I had for lunch today.
Was it at Gale Barbecue?
No, it was the pork butt.
The pork butt?
The pork butt?
As in, was there leftovers that have been in your freezer since April, and so you're eating the pork butt?
I took him out on like 2 days ago, and finally defrosted today. You guys want to see it? I was looking at it. I'm like the very first thing that I did when I smelled it, I'm like, it smells the way Bob left my house smelling for a week after Team.
Well, the smoker and the meat, Bob didn't specifically,
Well, Bob almost, other than the fact that Bob almost caught my house on fire, minor details. But
wait. What? Almost. Wait a minute. There was quite a distance from the smoker to.
No, this is when you moved into the oven, and you
put second there where I was questioning. Wait, is Bob objected to the accusation, or is Bob objecting to the lack of efficacy? I didn't.
Well, I
did.
It can't be the accusation, because it happened. Like, this is based on a true story. Bob comes in with a rack full of butts, or was it the briskets at this point? I think it was the briskets. Yeah, he comes in with 2 briskets in 2 trays, and like he puts them like straight onto the bottom of my oven, and the bottom of the oven shoots fire out the sides, and the grease of the brisket and the paper and everything goes.
That's just a chef trick. That's all you're missing. Right. It's like when they flambe, Bob is like, watch this chef trick. Everybody applauds when the flames shoot up. That's all that was.
See, I'm just glad. So there, I actually ate some yesterday, and the fact that I'm still cooking, I'm like, you know what? I'll have it again today. But beyond dinner tonight, I'm probably not going to have it anymore.
No. Yeah.
No.
But it's still there. I mean, we had a half a butt. So it's been.
You had a cheek.
I got a cheek. We actually do eat cow cheek, and it's much better than this butt. I like cow cheek.
Gotcha.
If you guys haven't tried it, it's really good. If you don't like cow tongue, cow cheek's the next best thing.
Actually, cow cheek is supposed to be really, really tender. I've been meaning to.
Yeah. Next time, Bob, Team 26, we'll have some cow cheek.
I think it's one of those things where
I'll partake.
don't tell me what it is. And then maybe I'll be
I
like,
will
"This
put the
is
cow tongue and the
amazing."
cow cheek side to side because they have very similar tenderness, and then you can tell me which one's which. I
Gotcha.
prefer the cow cheek because it doesn't leave you the aftertaste that the cow tongue does.
Oh, God.
Daryl with the suadero. I don't mess with the suaderos.
What is that?
I think it's the shoulder.
Well, pork shoulder's a thing. So no cow
Well-
shoulder, but pork shoulder?
Oh, sorry. I think it's just
Technically, pork butt is comes from the shoulder.
Oh,
They call
no,
they call the
well,
shoulder a butt for pork, but I
Welcome
don't know.
There's
to
the belly
Barbecue and
steak
Butcher
area.
Life, friends.
So-
Welcome to the Butcher Life.
But nonetheless, in true spirit, I'm still eating through the Team 25 barbecue food.
Speaking of which, should we start showing some of that video?
Yeah, do we have barbecue videos? I wasn't sure.
We do. All right,
Right.
I'm going to kick it on.
Hey, that's my house.
Not your house? I don't think that's your house.
Brisket
I think
beef.
it's your mom's
I'll
house.
have you guys
It's
know that I'm an only child.
So
I
your
get to
question was
inherit.
what?
Yeah, which one's best?
Which one's best? And I think it's this one here. Hey Ed, what do you think of that particular sauce?
I think it's pretty good. I like it.
Ed Gale likes his sauce.
That doesn't sound wrong in any way, shape, or form.
Well,
sir.
you know, we do have to. You know, he is a member. He is a paying member of the channel. So, some new people. So, those of you that haven't seen me or this camera before, please let me know whether or not you are willing to be videotaped as per the laws of the state of California.
It's all legal, folks.
Yep, I think I'm very legal.
Dude, Jack was the last
no.
person to leave.
All right.
Between Jack and
Well, thank
Liz,
you.
I was like, "Are you guys gonna go
I
home?"
am just grabbing some B-roll. I will probably be coming by to get some individual reactions if you want. If you would want to speak. Thank you.
Welcome to the Jira Life Barbecue. Can you tell a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Brittany Joyner, and I am obsessed with Trello. I am
Wait,
Trello's
who
number
said
one
Trello?
fan, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing here.
You know, if we say it one more
Awesome.
time,
And what are
she
you
may
most
actually
excited
show
about
up.
for Team 25?
I'm most excited about Trello hopefully making it in the keynote
Oh,
this
no,
year,
there we go.
and TrelloCon, which
Jared
is
doesn't
happening
know you can
on
pay for this
Thursday nearby. So I think by the time you're watching this, it's happening like within an hour or two. So you've got time. Get on over. Come on, come on.
Do you think there'll be a TrelloCon 26 then for folks to look forward to?
Yes, I hope so. We'll definitely be trying to make this an annual thing and making it happen every year. So yes, stay tuned. Sign up for more info.
Awesome. Welcome to
I think I'm going to just cut it off right there because it goes on for a little bit longer.
We can fast forward through it, no?
So
Probably in the
A bit.
Yeah, you can. We had Sean.
meeting your old friends. I like that.
So we had this idea. Oh, I think it was Bob or Sarah. I forget which of the you two. It wasn't my idea. But we're like, hey, let's do a nice little message for Rodney. And this is the
Oh,
beginning of the
Well,
end.
it depends. Can the instigator come out of hiding?
Wasn't me.
Don't look at me. I wasn't even there.
Well,
But you guys did a dirty trick about that.
It's the best way to do the trick.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. What else do we have? We have a lot of clips here.
So that was actually kind of that first part of the grand Team 25 adventure was.
No, I mean the grand part was the trip to Costco where Bob thought he was gonna die.
Yes, because
you're driving?
you drive like a maniac.
I'll have you know, full self-driving, much more calm and reserved than I am.
Okay, just context here again because I was healing up for my surgery in February still. All I got was a bunch of random videos that were not in any particular order that I had to try to make sense of. So I'm going through them, watching them one at a time. All of a sudden I get to this video of Alex driving a car and Bob just like death grip.
His hand is still imprinted in the grip.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you can get replacement parts that easily from Tesla for said Jesus rail.
But yeah, we went and we bought food. We bought all the barbecue stuff on Saturday, and then I went to go pick up Sarah with the kids, and so
which was super fun.
We picked up Sarah, and I don't have the sign anymore. Did we give it to you, Sarah?
I think I have the sign somewhere. Yeah.
So I had the kids write like hashtag I believe Sarah. And we picked her up on the side of the airport. And so we picked her up, and
the kids came, by the way, so he could be in the HOV there. So it was all about the HOV.
People, so.
I've done worse.
So then we drove back to my house, and then Sarah was like, let's go shopping. So we go to Hobby Lobby, and there I learned not to go shopping with Sarah ever again in my life.
I am a fantastic shopper.
It was 3 trips to Hobby Lobby to buy a shirt.
I don't think
It was 2 trips to Hobby Lobby and a trip to Target for you.
There was also a sock situation that was all in there because I bought new socks and then the socks were bad. So then I had to go buy better socks so that I wasn't walking around with my socks slipping. I mean, everybody knows you got loose socks, your day's just going to be bad. But,
It wasn't that the shirt was big. It wasn't the right shape of the shirt.
you know, there are certain things I am particular about. But yes, we did finally get the right shirt. And then we spent, we had fun though, doing our little craft projects back at your house.
We were on the backyard. We were on the pool table.
We could have montaged all of that.
Yeah, Bob was out there grilling, smoking. And we made carne asada. We made pozole. What else did we do? We had a lot of fun. The Saturday was a lot of fun. Bob got there a little late on Friday night.
Yes.
Yes.
drove there. And it ended up late evening. Yes, Daryl, there was pozole.
Yeah, there was pozole. There was chorizo con huevo. Daryl, there was pozole at the event that you came to in my house. So like, you should have asked for some. Ed only ate. I think Ed really only ate like the pozole and the carne asada. I don't think he ever got to like the barbecue stuff.
Awesome.
Daryl, next time you come, Team 26, we'll just go get pozole. We're actually gonna make pozole next week for Thanksgiving or for Christmas.
He must have gotten to the barbecue stuff because he gave me a ringing endorsement. And I'm kind of keeping that, like, if a competition pitmaster says you got it, there's no way I'm letting that go.
That's a seminal moment. Yep.
So fast forward, that was Sunday.
Before we fast forward, I do have to ask a question because we're looking back, but I think we're also a little bit looking forward to 2026. And now I already know the answer to this because we've been discussing this pretty at length now, but I'm asking publicly, are we going to be doing another event before Team 26?
that pause is like, I have no idea how to answer this.
Well, I'm fighting with Daryl about loquats, but there will be an event. You guys are hearing it here first for the first time. We're not making any formal announcements until March 31st, but we're doing a partner tech conference on Sunday. So if you're a marketplace partner, solution partner, any of the partners, any of the development, right? Anything within the Atlassian ecosystem here, we're doing a tech conference. That's going to be on Sunday before Team 26. And that's going to be from 9 to 6 p.m. because after 6 p.m., a lot of the partners have a couple of parties going on. So 9 to 6 p.m. for Sunday. Monday, we're going to do a workshop of sorts. So it's going to be a very technical, deep workshop for customers. But it's also Champions Day and Partners Day. So I'm sure you guys are going to be participating in that. And then Tuesday, we're doing a Bit Anaheim. You guys are probably familiar now with Bit Dallas. That's happening at the end of October. So Bit Anaheim will be happening on Tuesday, 8 a.m. Prior to Team 26 kicking off. So we're gonna have we're targeting Robo and Forge sessions for customers, so whoever's interested in that. So because of that, so with that said, Saturday's open, and so is Sunday evening.
Lina has been asking for, and I think it would be a crime, me to make some gumbo because I was not able to be there last year.
Yes.
And if I do make it, my only condition is Alex has to eat some.
Yes.
So there is an opportunity if you guys wanted to have like a dinner that we could do something Sunday. Otherwise, we'll probably have to do something on Saturday.
No, I think we have to keep the tradition where you host an event. We have to make you eat something that you wouldn't normally eat. ABS, it was Chipotle. Next event at Team 26 is going to be the gumbo.
Now, how long does the gumbo take relative to the smoker?
It's about a good 6 hours.
Again, though. That was forever.
It's a slow cooker meal.
Yeah. You said 6 hours there, Rodney?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Yep.
Tacos take 45 minutes, guys. I'm just saying. And you can feed like 50 people for like $50.
Yes.
Oh, the tacos are definitely going to be a thing, but Alex specifically has to eat the gumbo. Lina could have some. Everyone could have some who wants some. I only know how to make army size, but Alex specifically has to eat it.
So wait,
And
then
I'm just glad I'm not being asked to cook this time around. So
right. So Rodney,
I
then
can
what
get
kind
some
of
sleep.
cooking vessel are you going to need for that army size though? And how's it gonna get to Alex's?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll figure out logistics later. I got stuff here.
Who's spending the night at my house this time around?
That is a question.
Everybody.
Hey, if you're on the chat right now, you're invited.
Yeah, if you guys are in
I am selling plots in his backyard for camping.
Right?
Bring
Bring
your
a
own tent.
raft. You can sleep on the pool. It'll be great.
Well, we're gonna have tacos, but maybe Sunday night because I don't usually get invited to the partner parties on Sunday night, so we might just be able to do some tacos Sunday night for dinner.
I can
All
think
right.
of more fun people to hang out with, anyways.
Okay, so next day though, Monday, champion stuff, which is cool. Now I knew who Stephanie Grice was, Bob. You guys ever hear that story about Bob? Stephanie? What was it? Team 24, right? Team 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Team 24. Bob's like, hey, Alex, this is Stephanie. And I'm like, hi, Stephanie. And then I walk away. that was the extent of my thing. The next day, because this was Monday night in Vegas, Tuesday was the champion day. And so Stephanie takes the stage and she's up there for a while. I'm like, turns out Stephanie's quite important. I'm like, Bob, you could have told me that she was quite important. She's just like, this is Stephanie. I'm like, hey. And then I walk away.
We wouldn't expect any less from you, Alex.
She should be on the show sometime. Have we had her on the show? I feel like
we've
should
tried to have her on the show. Actually,
we have.
Yeah.
Well, what
Yeah,
happened
we've been trying to get like an episode dedicated to the community, featuring voices like community managers and that, and so we're still trying. Can't get that lined up 100%.
We have we've had Lauren during the 24-hour live stream.
Yeah.
We get Maya.
Tried Lauren, tried Maya. We'll see. We'll see what happens in 2026.
Starting to take it personal over here.
Bob wants to know, or Sean wants to know if you're asking nicely.
Of course.
Of course we are.
Are you? The real question is, have you submitted your OG ticket for this?
Yes. So, well, here's the bribe, right? Is that you can offer them the T-shirts that say "I went on the Jira Life and I haven't been fired yet." So we still got to get that badge and/or T-shirts made.
We do have to get that made.
So let's. This is important here because I think this impacts the plans that I don't think we're going to Disney this year as champions. Mainly because that Monday night is May 4th. So if we go, they might take us to California Adventure. If it happens. Because Disney...
They'll bust us all out to Knott's Farm.
unless they paid for the champions to go to Star Wars night,
Right.
and that's a different thing. But I'm surprised that Disney's only doing like 4 nights there. This year they did a crap ton more. But anyways, we went to Anaheim, to Disneyland, and we had a little bit of fun. Sarah, the only chica hanging out with all the other chicas and chicos.
Oh, yes.
We did a Disney tour in Spanish with the Spanish team, and so we want to play this clip.
They nailed it the first time. Our tagline from
I feel like I'm back in Barcelona now.
Real quickly, I've been to Disneyland. I don't think everybody knows the stories, but it'd be great to tell this story here. I've been to Disneyland, I don't know, 200-300 times. Too many to count. I think we did 65 this past year. This homie here, as you can tell, 3 out of the 5 people in the picture have a beard. And so we went to the store in front of Astro Blasters when you come out of the ride. And I'm a season pass holder, so I get a discount. So one of these were trying to buy a present for like their daughter or something. And in some miracle of life, we left the store. And this individual, Jorge, decided to stay behind. And we left. And we left far, far away. And we lost one. I've never lost a person at Disneyland.
Wow.
In my life, let alone a kid, and we lost Jorge.
Oh.
He ruined my perfect track record.
Did phones not work?
I was going to say, is it Jorge's fault or is it the leader's fault?
I saw a bunch of beards, and it was definitely my fault. I shouldn't have walked away without it. He luckily, Rodney and Sean and Jorge and myself had just gotten on Space Mountain because somebody crankedly stormed away from us.
I hit a wall, man. I was done. I was like, I'm out.
I remember coming out of the ride. I'm like, what happened to Sarah? And they're like, she was mad. She was done.
I was out. Yeah, I was done. Dude, that happens sometimes, man. You're just like, done. Gotta go.
We went for like another hour after you left. Hour and a half, considering how long it took us to get back to the hotel.
So this is when Alex starts to learn the lesson that sometimes the happiest place on earth is not for everybody.
Right?
Oh, but that's their problem, not mine. The happiest place on earth is the happiest place on earth.
We only have to look at Mrs. Alex to see
whether. So Sean came over. Sean came to. He came for the summer camp that we did in August, and we went to Disneyland, and then we went to Disneyland some more, and then we go to Disneyland some more. But then after that, I think that one trip we did with Sean, we went to go pick up Sean again, and Sean stayed at the hotel by Disneyland. So I'm telling the kids, I'm like, all right, you guys ready to go back to Disneyland again today? And both of them just yell at me, no. I'm like, relax, we're just gonna go to the Disney store and buy Sean. Like, so if you're a cast member, there's a store called oh boy, Sean, help me out. You like them? There's a store with all basically anything that didn't sell at Disneyland, they send it to their store. Company D. And so the cast member can get you in. So we went with Sean, and I didn't think Sean was gonna like anything, but holy moly, like 75% off of everything. Like Sean was like walking out with like a bunch of stuff.
I gotta figure out what is the thing that I enjoy, and then have you come do it for 4 hours or 5 hours. And then Alex will hit the wall and be like, nope, done.
Well, as long as it's at Disneyland, there's no problem for me. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
So you gotta take him to like a Six Flags then.
A couple more things. Disney was great.
Sorry, I know. I'll make you take 5 certifications in a row.
I've already done 6, so you got to make me take 7.
They weren't in a row. I will have you know they were not in a row.
I thought about it though.
ACPs. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Ree was like, you should do it in a row.
Exactly.
I was like, no. We saw this, which I thought was interesting because like this is in Vegas, so like nobody was in the streets except for family. And so I thought it was funny when I forgot Sarah or my wife videotaped them, but that was interesting. Then we have Sarah saying hello to people.
Hello, Atlassians! Thank you for being here.
They get paid to be there, Sarah.
Yeah, but still, you can thank a person for doing the job, even if it is their job.
Yeah.
You can appreciate them.
And then we had
In
Atlassians
your
having lunch,
way.
or just hanging out.
This was lunchtime.
I think there's a challenge when you have a camera and it's like on both sides that you kind of feel like, hey, you can kind of do anything, right? You've got your camera, you're going around, and then people just sort of accept that too. They're like, oh, you want me on camera? Okay.
So Daryl, I said this is not Las Vegas, so it doesn't having like they were running these around the streets of Anaheim, and I'm like, this isn't like Vegas. Like the people that are in the streets weren't there for a tech conference. They're there to go with the mouse. So then we had a couple more. We had another person say, I think
Team 25.
Thank you.
What are you excited about here?
I think meeting partners, catching up with the partners I know, and meeting new partners. You're like yourself. So
Exactly.
yes.
And I'm going to throw you one. Tell me a little bit about your company and what you guys offer.
All right. I'm from Excelate.
And so how many of those did you do?
I did. I collect one of the things I was doing was going around and collecting as many examples of saying our tagline not in English as possible, right? Collecting as many language versions of that as I could.
Nice. So I wanted to show some stuff that has never been publicized at all. And the peak, remember earlier we said that we kind of peaked. And so we had a very monumental moment on the Jira Life this year. And on April Fool's, Rodney gets an email from Atlassian.
No, specifically, I got the email to my Jira guy email, not even the one associated with Jira Life. So,
And surprisingly, it wasn't a cease and desist. So, that
that's
was already like the first.
that's the first shock. But again, we have to think we're dealing with multiple time zones. I get this on April Fool's Day. And part of me is excited about what it says, but that I think Bob was the one who quickly drenched it. He's like, "You do remember what today is, right?" I think I sat on that email for like a full day before I responded, just to be sure.
Just to be sure. No, we made sure it was no longer April 1st in Australia.
Yes.
But it was an email. It was an email basically stating that MCB, Mike Cannon Brooks, CEO, co-founder of Atlassian, was interested in coming on to the Jira Life. I'm like, cool. Like 5 minutes, right? Well, but okay. But hold up. Before this email, we had schemed, right? We had plotted that we were gonna take advantage of our moment during the community dinner. So for those of you guys that are not champions, as champions, we usually get dinner during a team event with an Atlassian executive. Usually it's Mike, but it's like the head of Jira has been there, head of AI, right? It's been fun, right? But usually you got a heavy hitter like a Scott and a Mike, an Anu of sorts, right? And so we're like, for sure Mike's gonna be there, and there's usually a photo op, and we're like, if we do it, we're just gonna like just get him to say the tagline, right? We just want the tagline. So that was the plan.
Was all we were hoping for.
That's all we were hoping for. And then we were like, okay, so maybe we get 5 minutes with him. Right? And what happens next, Rodney?
So I reply, okay, we understand he's very busy. It is team conference. How long we're talking? If we could get 5 minutes, just get him to say our tagline, maybe a few words, that'd be amazing, right? And they reply, no, he wants to do a full episode.
The full thing.
The full Monty.
Yeah, and by this time I'd already copied in everyone, and I don't know what everyone else's reaction was, but I did not want to believe it. I'm like, I have got to be dreaming. This cannot be the words I'm reading.
So what I want to show you guys is clips that I don't think they weren't in the interview, right? Like we never put any of the bloopers and stuff.
I don't think we did.
Yeah. So we're gonna play basically I want to paint a little bit more of a picture. We have the team dinner. We have our little very dry chicken dinner that we had. And then there's a fire alarm that goes off. The fire alarm goes off. And so Bob, Sarah, Valerie, and myself, we kind of use that as a let's get out, right? Let's get out of here. And then we make our way and we're setting up for the interview. But the tensions are high and the stakes are high because we're about to, sit down with Mike. So what you're going to see here, we're just going to play random clips here, but we have a couple of clips of us doing our testing and our setup in preparation for Mike. And so here's one clip.
It's a good desktop screen.
Good evening, Jermigos. Are you hearing me?
I'm an open tab guy. I'll update that right now. Run check, Sarah.
Mic check, blue check.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
Mic check, red check.
Yeah, and given that we had no idea what our setup was going to be until that day,
Green check.
how
Green
big of a production it
Mike
was
check,
going to be.
orange check.
And then we had
Okay, my legs
we
are
had our
just-
stand-in Mike, which was who was this
Is
guy
the chair.
again?
Like
Okay.
all you see is.
I forget his name. He was, but yeah, he was
Yeah.
one of the.
Okay, he was pretending to be Mike for us.
Yes.
He was gracious enough to help us out.
What's going on here?
All right, so that was one, and then we progressively keep going. So we have Mike 2.
I think I can hear yourself coming through.
Yeah.
Because what you guys don't see or hear is that certain someone, Ronnie,
No comment.
didn't quite make it to us. So we still had to figure out how to pipe him into the interview. So we're like, uh-oh, we got to figure this one out. So this is us trying to see if we can hear Rodney or Ronnie can hear us.
And me looking like I'm wearing a ball gown to the event.
Who?
There was a whole like, Sarah's like, dress or jeans?
I
Dress
know.
or jeans? And I think at one point I saw you in both, Sarah.
I think I made the right choice though, because it does. I'm like, why does it look like I'm wearing some Victorian gown over there?
But I remember, I'm like, I'm every time I looked at you, you were wearing something different.
You know.
Oh, that's true
Was it the
too.
same one? It's kind of been the same one.
Please do that in an Australian accent.
Glad you asked it.
And please do that in an Australian accent.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Why can't we hear him?
that probably got him fired. So, if you don't see him at Team 26, that's probably why.
Or
There's
he needs to
Rodney. We
start
finally got
then.
Rodney in there.
Oh, Rodney's here.
Rodney!
Rodney, please come online and give us some audio.
Well, we didn't choose the Jira Life. The Jira Life chose us.
Classic.
Need to write that down for him, by the way.
Yeah.
I
We
know.
did not need to write
Are
that
you
down
excited,
for him.
Rodney?
We totally wrote it down for him.
Don't
No,
need-
we did. This is what I was showing. This is the one we handed him to read off of, just in case.
You kept it. We gave him some gifts, I think.
You hear us now.
Now we need quote unquote Mike to talk.
Mike is talking. I am Mike, and I am talking.
Reading you 5 by 5.
You can hear him?
I can. That's what
Can
that
you hear
means.
me?
I can hear you too.
All right. We're gonna have to teach Alex a few idioms.
What's there?
He's like
And can you hear me?
Rodney
course I
told me
can
once
hear
that
Sarah.
Alex is like Drax the
It's a
Destroyer,
microphone
does
thing
not
because I
understand
tend to project
idioms.
all the time. So when I get a microphone, I lower it.
Yeah.
Thinking because I don't want to go.
Is this the fisting
I
part?
control the screen over there.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Okay, that's a good.
What is Valerie doing this whole time?
So if it's possible at the end, it'd be awesome if we could
Okay, I'm gonna go change.
recenter the
See, there you
camera
go. He's gonna
on
go
Mike and get him to say the tagline. Just full screen.
That's that, huh? What's that? Why wouldn't it be?
Man, people were so concerned that we're gonna be picking up ambience noises of the hall.
Yeah.
You can't even hear somebody speaking in front of us.
It's good to be concerned because then you check it, and then when it doesn't happen,
Action
yay!
of Atlassian lawyers, one hopes.
Uh-oh. What are Latin lawyers?
By the non-action of Atlassian lawyers, one hopes.
Well, and remember, we were there. Surreptitiously might be too big of a word, but
No, we were totally allowed to be there.
What was
Sure that you can
We
only
were
pick up from
allowed.
me, and then
Okay.
when Alec is
Do
talking,
you guys remember this one?
Well, yeah. So,
Yes.
hey, Ronnie, we need you to say something.
Well, I am going to say something. I'm going to say something right now. It's going to be a lot of things I'm going to say.
You sound like Donnie. So this right here was a fun little thing. Bob and Sarah text me, or I think Sarah called me. She was like, "Hey, Alex, we need you to come with the equipment."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Where you guys at?" And they're like, "We can't tell you, but we just need you to come with the equipment." and I'm like, "For reals, where you guys at?" They're like, "Just bring the equipment." I'm like, "I'm already inside," so I showed up from behind them. But I don't know why everybody was so freaking out over like the audio not picking up. Like everybody was like freaking out, like this is not gonna work. I'm like, guys, Valerie and I were doing it for like 2 days already. Like it was gonna work.
You and I will always disagree about that. Always. You have to be worried about said things. So that
Nah, it was all gonna work out at the end. I don't know if I have anything else from that specific day. Let me see. I think I have one more mic 4 here or audio test finale. What
I
is
will
it?
say my highlight for that entire interview was we didn't even capture it. And I hate that we didn't even capture it, but it's when Mike first arrived, he looks back, he sees I'm on the screen, and the first thing he says is, "How are you doing? I know you've been recovering. I hope you're doing well."
Aw, that's so nice.
Yeah, I don't know. So I have on my DJI.
All right, I'll find out here in a moment. Happy about this.
So I have on my DJI. Actually, we might be able to play it here. Hold up. If you guys really, really want to see some fun stuff, watch this. We had a DJI on the side capturing the whole interview, just on the side. So let me see if I can find them because this file was really big, and I think I have it in a different location. DJI. Okay.
But I mean, our year, we've been spending 45 minutes now talking about just Team
Well,
25, and that was like the big
highlight.
event. But I think we'd be remiss if we weren't talking about some of the other 2 events that were kind of highlights for the year. And the big one being, as we finally got Alex not only get his passport, but use his passport.
Agreed. How long was that
Very
ticket
true.
in the backlog or
I
in
got
progress
it.
for?
Here we go. So this is what it looked like as we were just setting everything up. We're just running around. We have the entire expo hall to ourselves, and we are just like
Just us and the cleaners.
and the occasional like beep beep of a cart walking around.
I like it.
And Sarah doing her wardrobe changes 15 different.
Yes.
So yeah, this is us kind of just. Who was this lady? Like, this is the coordinator, the PR lady.
Yeah, I believe that was the PR lady we were working with to get things scheduled.
So we're like putting cables everywhere, lots of butt shots. Valerie messed up my camera and put Bob's camera in front of my camera. We're trying to get the audio correctly. We're trying to get like StreamYard working correctly. It was a lot of. This is one of the most stressful situations we've ever been in.
Can somebody put Daryl's comment up there?
As soon as we start talking more about Team 25 Europe, absolutely.
Yes.
So
All
we're
right,
going to jump back to Team 25 Europe. So what was other than Alex making it halfway across the world, what other stuff happened in Team 25 Europe?
Well, we won a partner the unconference. That was fun.
When we go to these events, at least I try and fill up my calendar as much as possible. Alex disagrees with that approach somewhat, but I'm there to do a lot, and I don't have time to be just waiting around. So we were there a day early, and we saw an ACE event good friends of the show, Peter and Dan, were putting on, and we're like, yeah, sure, we'll go. And somehow that morphed into us being featured.
We were the press, even though it was a pressless event, because they're like, no cameras, please.
And me and Alex, the moment they no cameras, me and Alex like, why are we even here?
Why were we there?
I don't know. You'll just crash any party, apparently.
No, because
They
they
will.
That's the reputation we're gonna get. That's the
wasn't
Jira
waste,
Life. They've come to crash the party.
No, that was me. So we Monday night, Rodney and I got invited to go to a dinner. But it was also, there was a partner happy hour, and then Rodney had a call with his client, and the partner happy hour was directly in front of our flat where we were staying at. And the party we got invited to was like a mile away. And so Rodney's like, I'm just gonna go to this one because I can just, go down the stairs and be across the street and you're there. He didn't want to be late to his meeting. So I went to the other party, Rodney less. I'm trying to remember if I had
it was just like Anaheim.
Well, I was trying to remember if I had Ron with me or not. I think Ron might have been.
We kept forgetting Ron.
Yeah. So I'm there and I'm hanging out with the Socorro guys and we're having a fun time talking. And all of a sudden, Rob Heen texts me. He's like, "Hey, I just made it to Spain. Where's everybody at?" And I'm like, "Well, we're all kind of like an exclusive area. It's like invite only." And he's like, "Ah," and he's like, "I guess I'm gonna be by myself." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go find dinner." And I'm like, "But we have so much food in front of us." So I tell the guy, I'm like, "Hey, I was supposed to bring a date, and he didn't come. But turns out I got another date. Can I bring that date?" Like we already, because Rodney's head was already accounted for in the the budget and stuff. So he's like, "Yeah, bring him along." So Rob came over. He crashed that party. Then the next night on Tuesday night, Appbox has a party, and I got invited to the Appbox party. And Rob's like, "Where y'all headed to?" I'm like, Ronnie and I were like, "Well, we got a party we're going to." And again, Rob wasn't on that one, so I'm like, "If you stick a Rob, wait, were you invited to that one, Ronnie?"
I was.
Okay.
I was.
So I only snuck one person, and I wasn't supposed to sneak in. And so we snuck Rob into that party, and that was a lot of fun.
I mean,
Was it good?
You gotta have some benefit to being an Atlassian creator. It's a lot of work otherwise.
Yeah, we're just show up to parties and we're like, we're here. And I brought friends.
Sarah, you were saying?
I will tell you real quickly. Tuesday night was finally the night where I ate something that I was like, this is good. And
what was it?
I don't know, but the best thing I can, to me, carnitas is the best thing. I think we're back to the pork butt. Is what it was.
It was pork.
It was
a pork dish.
It was a pork dish, but I think it was carnitas. To me, it tasted like carnitas, and I ate it, and it was the only thing I could eat the entire week in Spain. It was not McDonald's. McDonald's was not as good as I was hoping it would be.
No.
As producer, I will say McDonald's is not as good as I was hoping it would be, and I didn't even touch the food at a Spanish McDonald's. I was hoping for I was hoping for McTapas and having Alex eat a McTapas, or
I couldn't get him to touch anything.
Well, couldn't you just order some fries and some nuggets and call those McTapas? Just small.
I think that's what we ended up.
So we did have a good IKEA, not the first night, right? But what was it? Wednesday, Friday, right? We had IKEA.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, we had a good.
Friday we had the IKEA because we had some time to burn.
Yeah, we had 4 hours to burn, and we spent an hour in it waiting in line at IKEA. Yeah, IKEA was good. IKEA tasted like IKEA. I would probably, in retrospect, only go to IKEA next time.
Alex has no sense of adventure, and it disappoints me every time.
Yeah, well, it seems that to get Alex's sense of adventure, it's got to be made at home. So, that's where the Serrano ham went from Costco.
But can we just make sure we know that today he's eating meat that was cooked in April and in his freezer since April. But no. Let's not try anything in Spain that is freshly produced
I got
and probably
easy access
like
to a
high
toilet
quality.
just in case things go south on me.
Just saying.
So, with the last 10 minutes, I want to talk about the last event that we did as TJL. This was really just me and Alex. And it's because this lad here had a crazy moment
Huh?
where he said, let me organize a massive event. Oh, yeah, and I want to do it in under 100 days.
It was like,
He wanted to do his own team. Alex is all about doing his own team. So
In
I
less
don't
than
know
100 days.
it was a collaborative effort. We had a team. Honestly, I think
Yeah, to be fair, he did have help from both Lina and from Brian Guffey, who is in the chat.
yeah. But to be very, very fair, I think Lina's the MVP here. Lina probably put in 100 hours a week for like 6 or 8 weeks straight.
But
Wait, do we have clips for that? I'm waiting for
I
video.
don't think we have clips because I was too busy hiding ducks.
I might have some clips actually. Let me see. I might have some behind. So I wouldn't say I hired. I asked my little cousin to document. I'm like, hey, I want you to do something like this and just follow me along, like very Gary Vee style, and follow me along and do the whole thing here. So we have clips. I just don't know if I actually have them.
We have clips, but we don't. Is it like Schrodinger's cat? I have clips.
I
don't
think
know if I
as
have them.
Alex, I think as Alex starts hunting for those clips, I'm going to talk about the other 49 or so weeks
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
Jira Life, and that is the show. And it could not have worked this year without all of the guests that have
Absolutely.
made it on. And there are some notable first timers, some people who have appeared on the Jira Life for the very first time this past
Some
year.
of these we've been trying to get on for years, literally.
Yep.
Sharif.
So big one was Sharif. Sharif is
Hold up here.
Whoa!
Ooh.
So we have news here for those who are audio only from Joshua Galinsky in the live chat audience.
Called it.
Letting us know that Mark Kruth is leaving Atlassian.
Called it. Called it. The moment his boss left. Called it.
But still, you wanted to have some, yeah, I am dramatic. It has been mentioned to me in the past.
But back on point, because I think that's going to be a discussion for the new year.
Somebody just posted, that it was Mark and Dom were their most interacted with on their LinkedIn reel. But holy cow. Well, way to bring the mood down.
Yeah, we had
Josh.
so many guests to thank. Dear Sharif. Why am I trying to remember when we had a list? There's Peter Vanderhoord and Darren Hardiker, Dave Meyer, Rob Castaneda, who has been absolutely big supporter as we continue to move forward. Just a lot.
So there were also so it was actually kind of interesting to see of the new people, how many of those were Atlassians. I mean,
yeah,
we'd been we started off a few seasons ago with the community, the certification team, right?
Yeah.
In order to drag Alex kicking and screaming to take a certification. and so we had Joanna and Ree on, and it's been kind of booming since there. Mark, absolutely fantastic guest on the show. And
I still want to have him on, even if he's
absolutely.
no longer with Atlassian.
Wherever he is on the on his new ventures, we'll see if he's got room on Thursday afternoon. And then last year we got, as news of Rovo came out, we got a big scoop with Jensen. Jensen agreed to come on the show just as Rovo debuted. And
Wasn't that last year?
Last year.
Yeah. But she was on Just Again recently.
Yeah, but that's not because Rovo just came out. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah, but this time, not only did Jensen come on, but we also got Long Win from the Rovo Agents team as well. So yeah, another notable first timer this year. And so we're gonna see what other Atlassians we can bring onto the show next year.
And here's the thing, it's getting to the point where we no longer have to go out to Atlassians and go, hey, you want to be on the show? It's starting to get to the point where they'll come to us and say, hey, we know what you guys are doing. Can we be on? And I think that right there is an exciting change as we continue to move forward.
Yeah. And every week it's that silent prayer. It's like, when they come and they answer that prayer.
And then the prayer will either don't get fired or don't get me fired. One of them is gonna happen.
We joke about that a lot. We have never, I won't say we never. We had one issue where the Atlassian lawyers reached out, and they didn't even reach out to us directly. It was through a proxy.
It wasn't even anything we did.
No, it wasn't, and that's the hilarious part.
So the funny part is, I wanted to do the break. Remember how they raised the prices this October?
Mm-hmm.
And like nobody was like, so do you guys know? Nobody wanted to do the emergency episode. I was like, let's do an emergency episode. So I reached out to said person. I was like, you want to do an emergency episode? It's like, I like to actively stay away from those topics. I was like, come on, you gotta own it. You're the leaker. Oh man, what's the crazy old man onto? Do we start a rumor that once you're on the ginger, like really Matt Atlassian?
Yes.
I think so. What Mark?
I don't know. That record is kind of like not very.
Yeah, it's not. No, because Anu, this Mark leaving is very predictable because we talked about it when his boss left, right? It didn't make sense. I think Atlassian's going in a very different direction. They had gotten rid of everybody up his direct chain of command, and Sven was safe. Remember, we talked. Sven is safe because he's on the dev evangelist side of the house, right? Although his last post on LinkedIn about how useless Rovo agents are, I'm not sure what that's going to turn over, right? But I talked to Mark in Barcelona, and I am not surprised by this post here at all.
Yeah. I had a feeling that it was kind of felt for Mark like it was a last grand tour in Barcelona.
Yeah. They worked his butt off in that tour, man. There was nowhere those guys weren't at. Oh, wait, the last minute, we have the ABS stuff. You guys are like distracting me.
Well, we got distracted by Josh's news.
I was gonna say, it's not my fault that someone posted breaking news.
Sean.
But back to ABS.
No, I lost.
The one thing I will add is the ducks were fun.
The ducks were fun. We had a lot of ducks. I'll just play this clip since we're out of time.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. How do we go to this one?
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Here we go. Play it again. So I literally have. Oh, that's it. My cousin. There we go. This thing is not playing. Okay, there are opening things. and then me walking around. It was fun.
That did not accurately describe Alex at all during that event. I think that was the only time I saw Alex walk for the 3 days.
Probably a true story. Let's see if this one's any better. I just randomly pick one. Are these playing? Nope, that's the old one. Where did this thing go? I give up, guys. I think these files are too big. They might be loading. Try this one.
So,
yeah, Isaac.
There you go.
What's this room for?
So we almost filled up that room.
we did almost fill out, or you almost filled out that room.
There's gonna be a speaker up there. Should we go up and speak?
And this is the podium. This is where we're at. And my kids were very
job,
heavily involved.
My only job in that room was to point out that there was a pop the balloon up in the light in the back of that room. Everyone hated me for that.
Isaac did have his little 15 minutes of fame. he led a keynote presentation on how to use Roblox for everybody.
That he did. But just now that we're wrapping up, I'd like the four of us to just give our quick final thoughts on 2025 as we move on to 2026. Bob, if you could start us off.
Okay, so I am going to, as a producer, I'm going to fill up this time by saying 2025, we did this. We accomplished a lot of these feats that we've told you about for the past hour, but we had help. And that help did come in the form of sponsorships. So for the main sponsor, we gotta say thank you to Revyz, who backs us up and gives us confidence. And then in addition to that, to get the crew going to Team 25, to get and to get Alex and Rodney to Barcelona and also to the Atlassian Builder Summit, we had help there. So Anaheim was Revyz again, our friends there. So we say thank you.
Backs us up and restores our confidence.
Yes. And Team 25 Europe, we had a number of them, including Revyz again.
Revyz, Service Rocket,
Resolution, Alluvium, and who else?
What other t-shirts? Rodney and I were like walking.
Collapsoft.
Yeah, I mentioned Collapsoft. It was fun.
So that's my spot. So
all right, Sarah, your thoughts?
No tears. It's okay to cry.
Oh, I know. I'm thoughtless right now.
You're still in shock about Mark.
Again, I started this whole thing saying, "Oh my God, I'm so tired." Also, shocked about Mark. Also, yes, I always struggle again with the idea of this marker time. But it was I think I officially did a whole year with y'all, didn't I?
Yeah.
So that feels somewhat momentous. And it was just really cool getting to meet all of those people, right? Getting to interact with all the folks who were on here, as well as, the people who were in on the show as guests, and then the people out in the peanut gallery as well, and keeping those chats up. So it's just, for me, it's just been a lot of fun, and absolutely echoing and amplifying the thoughts on sponsorships, because that is what makes all of those other interviews possible, a lot of that in person. So that's pretty cool. Over to one of you guys now.
I'll go ahead and go, and we'll let Alex have the last thought before
I don't even know
get
what
to our tagline. But as Bob says, this show does not happen on its own. It's not free, so we definitely thank all our sponsors, but all our friends, our fellow creators. I'm thinking back to February where I had to announce I was going to be offline for a good few weeks while I recovered. Because normally the heart surgery I had is open heart surgery, and it was as serious as if it was open heart. And the way everyone stepped up, and I think before the day was out, I had all the slots filled. Just everything that it takes, Bob, week in and week out, getting everything lined up and ready for the show. This show would still absolutely, if Bob was not here, the show would not still be happening. And I will defend that. So yeah, just everything it takes, so many people coming together. It still blows my mind that this little spur of the moment thing me and Nosh decided to do at some team led to all this.
Yeah, and honestly, your surgery felt like more than a year ago.
Not for
It's like,
Rodney.
wait, no, that actually, even though we've been talking about it so much, that
I mean,
yeah,
it was
that is
formally
incredible.
scheduled. It was formally
For a year.
scheduled Christmas Eve. That's when we locked in the day of the surgery. So we have been talking about it for pretty much a year. I was
Yeah.
just coming out of the hospital from another AFib where we're like, yeah, it's definitely surgery time a year ago. So
Yeah. So I'm just going to look in the camera and say, everybody out there, take care of yourself the same way Rodney takes care of him, because I think it's so important. Okay, done.
mhm. And Alex, last thoughts for 2025?
You guys said it all, so there's not much left for me.
Well,
But
there's always one thing you could say.
how much I love you?
Well, there's that. We
Wow.
could stand to
You
hear
know,
more.
I think that was like the equivalent of a fastball right there in dead center, middle of the plate, and Alex just whiffed it. Because my thoughts immediately went to, we didn't choose the
We didn't
Jira
choose
Life.
the Jira Life.
Mhm.
Jira Life chose us. Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you in 2026.
Happy holidays.
Thank you for listening to the Jira Life. Our hosts are Alex, Dr. Jira Ortiz, Rodney, the Jira guy Nissen, and Sarah, #IBelieveSarah, Wright. Our producers are Robert King Bob Wen and Lina Ortiz. You can catch us as we record this podcast live every Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at The Jira Life. Be sure to join us and the other Jiramigos of the Peanut Gallery each week to ask questions, add your comments, and tell us what you're up to. If you can't join us live, you can still catch the replay on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell while you're watching. You can also find us as a podcast on Apple iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you think this podcast deserves a rating, it would be much appreciated, as it will help others discover the Jira Life. Because we didn't choose the Jira Life. The Jira Life chose us. Thank you to Revyz for backing us up and making the Jira Life possible.